With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. They can't tackle him. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Up the middle they go. Randall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now Lawrence. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll run on first down. Randall down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And that is incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. It's caught by Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw. Incomplete. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13, Lou. All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes up. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keon Coleman from a yard out. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Oh!
Still going. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Randall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
All right, let's go. Silver.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 43, here's a second down and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Fighting him off. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Up the middle, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and 9.
Roll.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. yards. And the Bills strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive.
Another extra point opportunity here.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Rip, 23. There we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd down.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence. Pass complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Decent 24.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes 2nd down.
Take right open. Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often